Look, it's all zeros. 0% financing, 0% down, 0% repairs and labor costs for 10 years. Experience the premier difference today. Financing is available with approved credit. Offer expires 9/30/2024. Premier Heating and Air is offering system checkups. Heat or AC, your choice, $49. Free estimate restrictions may apply, and this offer can't be combined with other offers. Experience the premier difference today. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this wonderful celebration today here in Dublin, Georgia. We are so excited to be welcoming all of you to hear about a very special announcement about a new partnership that is going to be game-changing for our youth in Lawrence County. But before we get started, I wanted to say hello. I'm Betsy Fitzgerald. I'm President and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Heart of Georgia. And I would like to recognize so many wonderful faces in this room, and I could stand here all day going through the lines of everybody, but thank you, sir, for being here. And we have leadership from the school district, communities and schools, our police department, sheriff department, and other officials. So thank you for being here. I also would like to recognize any board members that are here. I know Dr. Jackson, Tatrabian Jackson from our chair of our board is here, and is the chair of CIS here today? Yes, ma'am, Miss Penny. Thank you, Dr. Penny, for being here today. We appreciate you for being here. It is my pleasure to be able to introduce Dr. O.J. Hall to the podium. He is our Associate Superintendent of Lawrence County School District.
Thank you, and thank you for the introduction, and thank you for the opportunity. It is great to be here today for this wonderful opportunity to gain another partnership. Before I go too far, I do want to recognize some of our people here as well. We have Dr. Snipes here, who's our chair of the Communities and School Board. We have Mr. Ben Lanier, who's our director and CTE director at Dublin City Schools, who we work closely with. We have Ms. Ebert here from Healthy Start, and she represents fathers among men, and we're glad she's here, and we partner with her through the year. And through the years, we have our Chief of Police, Chief Moon, here. We have our great, wonderful principal of West Lawrence High School who has come in the back, Dr. DeWanna Kemp. She's one of the best in the business, and we're grateful to have her. And then we also have two of the main people in the room who represent what this partnership is going to be able to provide, and that is Ms. Terrio and Ms. Bush. Ms. Terrio at West Lawrence High School and Ms. Bush at East Lawrence High School, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Also, it would be remiss if I didn't mention our wonderful leader who has helped bridge the gap with this partnership, Ms. Jackie Curtis, who represents Communities and Schools. She couldn't be with us today, and we ask that you keep her in your prayers, but she has definitely sent her wishes, and she sent her big thank you to this community and to Big Brothers and Big Sisters, so we thank you. This partnership allows us to do great things in our community. We truly believe that it takes a village for us to achieve the goal of educating our students here in the Dublin City, Lawrence County area. And we're grateful for the partnership that Communities in School and Big Brother, Big Sisters will provide. And some may say, what specifically do they provide? They provide with us resources, and I mean human resources, because that's what makes the difference. Programs are good, but it's humans that make a difference. And the partnership between Communities in School and Big Brothers and Big Sisters provides human resources in the form of Ms. Bush and Ms. Terrio that I mentioned earlier. And so what that allows us to do when we look at things like attendance, when we look at things like academic performance, we like to look at that data, but then we have to dig deeper and we have to dig into, okay, why? What can we do to help? And that's what the resources that Communities in School and Big Brothers and Big Sisters provide for us. The boots on the ground allow these ladies that work in our school district, for example, to look at what our students may need to help improve their attendance at school. It also gives them the lens of building a relationship that's not tied to us as administrators. You know, being candid as administrators, sometimes they look at us as a disciplinarian. And I know some of you as parents can understand that. And so sometimes it just helps to have that extra voice whose sole purpose is to make sure that our most prized possession, which our kids and our students, are well taken care of and that their needs are met. We firmly believe in this district and in this community that in order for our kids to show up to school, in order for our kids to be able to be in the right mindset to learn at school, they must have all of their resources and their needs met first. And so that's what the partnership provides for us. It provides humans that allow us to be able to reach out and touch these students, touch these families, provide that love, provide that support, and provide all of those resources that they need to be able to keep the main thing the main thing. Our goal with this resource that we have put in place is to allow our kids to have one focus, and that is to learn. And how do we accomplish that? With these young ladies that I've talked about earlier, they make sure that these students' primary needs are met, whether that be food sometimes, whether that be clothing, and sometimes it's just a listening ear to help them deal with whatever may be going on at that time. And so we're grateful in Lawrence County. We're proud to have that partnership, and we look forward to continuing this partnership as we band together with Big Brother, Big Sister, and Communities in School. And we know that great things are going to come from it. We have no doubt about that, because when the heart is right, everything else will take care of itself. And one of the things that I've learned from working with Communities in School and Miss Jackie Curtis and now Miss Betsy with Big Brothers and Big Sisters is that we have a community that has the right heart. And so with the right heart, we can do the right work. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone that came out to support. We'll be around if you have any questions, but we're just proud of the great work that this community is continuing to do together to thrive, to be the best that we can be and be the best that we can be for those that we've been called to serve, which are our great children in the Lawrence County, Dublin City area. Thank you.
I'm Brian Bazemore, President and CEO of Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County. We would like to invite you to come by and experience a welcoming banking environment. Come by today and have a cup of coffee and let us talk with you about our many products, savings accounts, checking accounts, CDs, and our many loans. You're more than just a number to us, you're family. Come by today, Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At Jacuzzi Bath Remodel of Middle Georgia, we're about building more than beautiful bathrooms. We're about building relationships. We do that with our customers by treating them the way we want to be treated. For decades, the Jacuzzi brand has been synonymous with trust and quality. Well, we're excited about bringing that excellence to homeowners right here in Middle Georgia with every shower and bathtub remodel.
Our sole focus is bathtubs and showers, making us the true experts in the field. We promise you an experience and a dream bath space you'll want to tell your friends and family about. Stop by our showroom and see what we're all about. We're located at 704 Industrial Boulevard in Dublin, Georgia.
I'm so excited. I just can't tell you that this is a special month for us with Big Brothers Big Sisters. This is actually the National Big Brothers Big Sisters Month, and it's normally when we kick off a recruitment campaign. Many times around the region, you'll hear us about, maybe trying to find 100 mentors in 100 days, or finding a specific program to help find and recruit more men to the program. But today is really, really special because it's going to be also igniting a program that has been dormant for many years here in Lawrence County, and it's going to spark a transformative change. It's going to be this is not just an announcement. This is the start of something very powerful. Today, Big Brothers Big Sisters and Communities in Schools are coming together for this groundbreaking partnership fueled by the incredible support of the Scaling for Success grant, which allowed us to be able to bring on two fabulous, talented women to work with our organizations and, more importantly, with our students. This partnership isn't just about combining our efforts, it's about supercharging the opportunities available to Lawrence County students. Together, we share a mission so close to our hearts, which is empowering our young people. Through this collaboration, we're going to provide them with mentorship, the guidance, and the unwavering support they need to not just survive, but to thrive. Whether it's through academic help, critical social services, or life-changing mentoring relationships, we're here to ensure that every student has the tools to succeed, both inside and outside of the classroom. We're not going to stop just there. We know to truly support a child that we need to support their entire family. That's why we'll be expanding our services to parents and guardians, offering wraparound programs, not just with Communities in Schools, but with community service organizations throughout this region and in the Lawrence County, Dublin area. They're going to help take care of the whole student academically, emotionally, and personally. I'm especially proud to announce that this first initiative is going to launch right here at East and West Lawrence High Schools, embedding mentoring services that are needed the most. High school students are often considered the most challenging students sometimes to reach, but they're at a critical stage in their life and they're seeking direction and purpose. And that's where we see this as an opportunity to see their potential. And with CIS and BBBS standing beside them, we're committed to helping them expand their horizons and seize every opportunity for their growth. And here's the best part. This is just the beginning. As we continue to grow our funding, we're going to expand these services to other Lawrence County schools and into the Dublin City School District. Our vision is big and our hearts are even bigger. This partnership also marks the historic moment, the return of Big Brothers Big Sisters to Lawrence County, a program that has been deeply missed since 2011. There was a time when we served hundreds of students and families in this community and even had a brick and mortar office right here in Dublin. And Mikkel Gooden, my program director, manager right behind Chief Moon, he actually started his career with us right here in Dublin. We are beyond excited to rekindle that relationship with businesses, volunteers, and the incredible people of Lawrence County so we can reignite the life-changing programs that our littles deserve. We're not just talking about change, we're committed to it. We're committed to unlocking the full potential in every child and team we serve. Through this partnership, we're going to reach more students than ever and offering all the things that they need. When you surround a student with a community of support, you empower them to stay in school, to dream big and achieve greatness, but we can't do it alone. Today, I need you all. I need you, the community, to rise with us. This is your chance to make a real difference, whether it's through volunteering your time, offering financial support, or helping us spread the word. You have the power to shape the future of Lawrence County youth. Please reach out to communities and schools or Big Brothers Big Sisters to learn how you can get involved. If you're ready to become a mentor, you can also visit our website and start your journey today at bbbsga.org. Together, let's build a greater, stronger, brighter future and more hopeful future for the next generation. Thank you, Lawrence County, for your unwavering support. Thank you for attending today's conference.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at Dublin Wind Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From mowing to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At Dublin Wind Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
It's football season, and just like your favorite team, Dublin Chevy GMC Nissan's success is built on our teamwork.
Ms. Johnson, I have got you scheduled for service at Dublin Chevrolet.
Hey Dave, I think I found the problem.
I might not have been a great ball player back in the day, but one thing about it, Don sells cars pretty good here at Dublin Chevy GMC Nissan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're so very excited about the partnership between communities and schools and the Big Brother, Big Sister program, and we're so proud to have the agencies work with us here at Lawrence County Schools. We've got Associate Superintendent here, Dr. Otha Hall here, who is also a board member for Communities and Schools. And, you know, Dr. Hall, what you were speaking about over that podium about that partnership, talk to us about that and how important that is to have.
So it's very important. That partnership is what allow us to have the resources, to have the human resources that you see here standing to my left and to my right. And that's so important because it gives us a chance to hire the people that we know have strong relationships with our kids, that can relate to our kids. I was fortunate to have worked with both of these ladies in some capacity. I served as Ms. Terrio's principal, and then I worked alongside Ms. Bush as a colleague, and they both have ties to our community. They know our kids, and most importantly, they love our kids, which allows them to sometimes be able to offer tough love. But that's what we need in order to get our students to the level that we're trying to get them to, which is ultimately into our society as functioning and committed, hard-working citizens.
And you know, a lot of times people don't feel or believe that the students are having all the resources they need to be successful. This is proof positive that we have that. We've got the site coordinator here for East Lawrence High School, retired educator Karen Bush. How are you, Karen?
Doing great, thank you.
You know, for you having worked with the kids for so many years and now at this capacity, what are you going to be bringing to the table or hope to bring to it with it being a grassroots approach to the high school level?
Well, I think about the mentors that I had when I was growing up, and the family relationships, and just sometimes you just don't, you might not even want to talk to family. You just want to talk with someone that cares. Right. And I think about those things and those connections, and I just hope that we will, and I know we will build on those connections with students, and just let our students know that there are people there that care about them and want them to succeed and care about Lawrence County. And I'm glad that Lawrence County and Dublin are working together, and that we're building this capacity together.
For sure. And we've got Hannah Terrio here, a graduate of East Lawrence High School. Hannah, you know, being younger and realizing what's important and what's necessary to help these young people be successful. And this, of course, is something new for our district. What things are you working on or trying to make sure that you have in place to start this program?
Well, the first thing that I start with is myself. I want to make sure that I'm being a positive role model, because I know that the students are watching me. So if I just display certain characteristics, that's kind of the basics. But we're all about connecting with resources, and I want to be really personal with the students that I work with and really come up with ideas that they're interested in. I want to tap into some of their passions, and I'm just really excited because there's lots of support around us. I am the youngest, so this is giving me a chance to kind of be a mentor, be a big sister, and it means a lot to me.
And you know, Dr. Hall, you've been on this road for a while here, and you have seen how important that human element is to helping kids pull them out. Some are in ruts, some have issues. You know, we service students of different capacities, different socioeconomic backgrounds, and so having these site coordinators in place at our middle as well as our high school, this is a great thing for all around.
Absolutely, you nailed it. Programs are good, and we do have programs in our Lawrence County school system that are supported by communities in school and now big brothers and big sisters. But as I've stated many times today, the best resource we have is the human resource. Also, we understand that math, English, science, social studies, the CTE courses, athletics, all that's important. But as we dive deeper into the Big Brothers and Big Sisters program, what it's going to allow us to do is get some of our older kids to be mentors for our younger kids, just like these ladies are going to do for them. So it's also teaching them leadership skills. It's giving them the opportunity to lead. It's giving them something to aspire to be. And I'll be honest, it's raising the bar. It's raising the expectation for them. We are going to ask them to be role models at the high school that our middle schoolers can follow, and so on down. And so although the academic and the core subjects and CTA is important, building what I call those skills. I think most people will tell you that they use skills more beyond high school than anything else. And leadership and being a good role model are some of the best skills and characteristics that you can possess as a human.
For sure. And we want to, you know, give a message to the parents out there because, you know, this is truly a partnership. And so we need the parents buy-in. We need the parents to be on board so that the site coordinators and the educators and administrators can do the job that they need to do and be successful in it. And we need the parents to know that we're all on that same team. What message do you want to give them to make sure they know that we're working together and working with the parents?
Well, I think I speak for both of us to say that our doors are always open, and we do have a phone line as well and email, and we'll be glad to help in any kind of way possible.
And for you, Hannah, Ms. Terrio, when you're talking about, you know, what message do you want to give to those students out there, because you are trying to bridge that gap. You are trying to be that mentor to help them in areas that they are lacking. What would you like to say to those students?
I would like to say to them that help is out there. There are resources, and you can be surrounded by people to uplift you and empower you. That's what I'm here to do as a site coordinator. To the parents, I want to just kind of reintroduce myself, Hannah Terrio, as, you know, an adult that can be trusted to help your children. And so I'll be working a lot to try to build relationships with the parents.
Very good. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate the great work that you do, Dr. Hall, when you're working within these schools and how you're really building our leaders to be the leaders of tomorrow. And thank you so much, site coordinators. So very proud of both of you, knowing the work that you've done in the schools already, retired, coming back. And I raised this one here to my left, so I already know she comes from good stock. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. O.J. Hall, Hannah Terrio, and Miss Karen Bush. We've got Mikhail Gooden here, who is the program manager for Big Brothers Big Sisters, who was a part of the program here in Dublin many years ago. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. All right, I'm Mikhail Gooden. I've been with the agency since 2008, and this location or this area of town, Dublin, Georgia, was my first location with Big Brothers Big Sisters.
And tell us how the program went back then, and things that you did with the students in the community, and how that worked.
All right, we had a huge partnership over at Moore Street Elementary, where we got mentors to work one-on-one with kids while they're in school as well. So we got assessment from the school. We kind of passed that information on to the mentors, and we definitely helped the mentors work with the children during the school day.
And so here it is. So we had Big Brothers years ago, but then what happened, and how did that change?
We kind of lost grant funding, so we're definitely happy to be back in the area providing services to the kids in the local community.
And so, you know, what people, you know, this is actually really exciting when you think about it. You know, I remember, you know, Big Brothers when I was in college at Milledgeville, and now here it is, bringing it back to Dublin. What are you hoping that it does for this community?
I hope we expand beyond the embedded mentoring as well. I want to definitely see mentors out and about in the community, definitely reaching these kids where they're at as well.
And for you, like when you're talking about mentors, how extensive or how do you vet them, and how do you get mentors?
Okay, once they sign up, it is a screening process, so they'll go through a mentor orientation and training. We'll do an interview. We'll learn what the mentors like to do, whether you're a fishing person or you're an indoor or outdoor person. We interview that child. We do the same thing as well. And then based on our professional decisions, we'll make a match in the community as well.
And when you're talking about having a mentor, is there a certain age criteria for that?
And for the 18 years old, and then of course you definitely want to have transportation, because if you're mentoring in the schools, you have to drive yourself there. And of course in community base, you're able to kind of drive the kid out in the community.
When we talk about this program, you know, families, parents, it's important to have them engaged as well, isn't it?
Of course, it's a wraparound care service. Any service that you provide to the child is definitely very important, but just helping that family out is going to benefit the child as well.
For sure. Is there anything else you want to make sure that the community knows or understands about Big Brothers, Big Sisters being here in Lawrence County?
We are volunteer driven. It only takes 4 hours a month, whether you're going to the school 1 hour a week or you're doing 4 hours in the community. That can be one weekend. You know, from 1 o'clock, you drop them off at home at 5 o'clock. Those are 4 hours a month, and definitely makes a huge impact on the child's life.
You know, if you did an after-action review on when a child who's been a part of the Big Brother, Big Sister Mentor Program, what changes did you see in that young person for the better?
Confidence, relationship with others, definitely just achieving goals.
Yeah. Well, we thank you so much. I know you've been at it for quite some time. Thank you for the work that you do. You've got to love it to stick with it as long as you have. Yes. Thank you for all you do for this communities and the communities abroad.
All right, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Since 1916, Gravely has been designed, engineered, and made right here in the USA. Whether you prefer gas or electric, every Gravely has been forged with the commercial landscaper in mind. So they're not only built to last, but to also keep you riding comfortably from dawn to dusk. So ask yourself, are you ready to graduate to a Gravely? Visit your local Gravely dealer today.
Hey, I'm TJ with Dublin Outdoors and Power Sports, formerly known as Myers Equipment Supply. We're your full-line dealer for Gravely lawnmower sales and service.
Georgia Pools is now your authorized RecTech dealer. Summer's here and the temperature's rising, so make a big splash with friends and family now with a pool from Georgia Pools. Or relax in a luxurious hot tub or sauna. No down payments and easy financing. Don't wait a year for your pool. Georgia Pools has the manpower to get the job done. Georgia Pools has a large selection of pool chemicals and accessories. Come see our selection of Yeti coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Call Georgia Pools today at 478-275-3607 or come by and see us at 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized rec tech dealer.
We've got the president of Big Brothers Big Sisters with us, Ms. Betsy Fitzgerald. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Thank you.
When you spoke today about this program, about this partnership and what this means, you know, we want to reiterate that to our Dublin, Lawrence County community about what this means.
Well, this is just a group of amazing people that are working together for our kids and our teens, because we know that Dublin youth and Lawrence County youth deserve to have the best and to be able to succeed and do anything that their heart desires. And so our job is to make sure that we give them good mentorship, that their families have wraparound services, because if you don't have a roof over your head or a consistent job or food on the table, it's going to be hard for that child to go to school during the day. So we are working with well-established organizations, both communities and schools, and Big Brothers Big Sisters are both national organizations, and we're local affiliates, statewide affiliates, and we're known for having evidence-based programs that really make that impact. And it makes complete sense to us for us to be able to work together on this project. And this is also going to bring some new types of mentoring programs to this community that have been tested out in other communities around the country, including Atlanta Public Schools, where we are seeing huge, significant increases in the attitude about going to school. We're seeing how youth are getting empowered with knowledge to make good decisions, because when you get to high school, and even at the end of high school, I don't even know what I still want to do when I grow up. You might not.
Undecided.
We're undecided. We just keep figuring it out. But we want to make sure that we're giving them everything so they can really be amazing community members when they grow up.
What I love about this so much is it is yet another tool, another avenue for our kids to, like I said, there's no excuse for a child not to be able to be successful.
Right.
When you've got the parents, when you've got the administrators, the educators, when you got the programming.
Right, but don't forget the community partners, because you have your churches, you have your religious organizations, you have Kiwanis, you have Rotary, we have the fire and chief. I'm telling you, it takes a village to do this, and I don't know anyone that doesn't want a child to not succeed. So this is like a no-brainer to me.
And two, what I love about this is this looks after the whole child, the innermost parts of a child, because I think the emotional well-being of children, and you see it now where mental health is such, it used to really be a taboo of not even wanting to speak about it. And now here it is, these programs that are helping that whole person.
Right. Well,
from the inside out.
Right. Well, a lot of people don't realize that we actually are a mental health organization. I don't have trained psychologists on my staff. We will find you one.
Yes.
But we know from data that we have been saving lives of our youth that have attempted suicide, because some of them have told us that around the network, around the country, that their mentor was the only person that respected them or heard them out. And I'm not saying that our parents don't, believe in their children, but I know that sometimes, because mom is always telling, pick up your clothes off the floor. We're always reprimanding them. But they need that other trusted adult to hear them, because that's how they shape really good ethical behavior. That's where they start dreaming of stars, and they don't just say, this is what I'm going to have to do because this is what I've been told I have to do. No, if you want to be president of the United States, if you want to be an astronaut, or if you want to plan a community, that can be your future, but it can be with a loving mentor through Big Brothers Big Sisters.
This is so empowering. It's so empowering. Of course, this is Suicide Prevention Month.
Yes.
And we've had issues with that where kids and and adults, and where it leaves the family of like, what could have I done differently? Why did I not see this? And I think that with this partnership, this collaboration, it will help in so many ways.
Absolutely. And something that I really think is important is that there's not enough help in some of our mental health fields, especially when we get out into more rural counties like Lawrence County. But we have major significant local, statewide, and national partnerships with organizations that can fast track both parent and child through services. And we also have a very specific hotline for anyone that's part of the Big Brothers Big Sisters family. That doesn't mean you're the little, it doesn't mean you have to be the mom. If you are part of our community of Big Brothers Big Sisters, you can utilize some of those services and get someone immediately to talk to you, because sometimes that's what you need, and they don't know you. They're not going to be local, so you don't have to worry about running into them at the Piggly Wiggly
and doing this.
Yes. Oh, I don't know you.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to buy into this, because there has had to been some assessment to find that there's a need.
Absolutely.
And there has had to be some type of realization of that it works.
Yes, ma'am.
That mentorship works. This type of human connection works. This type of stakeholder, buy-in works. And we're so thankful to have you all a part of this community. Thank you for seeing the need in our district. And I think that having the site coordinators here, it's really another avenue to plug into to help our students be successful.
Absolutely. And we're thrilled to be back. You know, it's been a few minutes since we've been, it's been a little while, but you know what? I truly believe that things happen for a reason, and the time was right now.
That's right.
And we have the right leadership and the right passion throughout the entire community to make it happen and do great things.
For sure. Well, this is the season. This is the time. You know, ladies and gentlemen, communities and schools, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Lawrence County School District, Dublin City Schools, coming together and seeing such a need and really making sure that you realize that we are a family. And this is how that works, those dynamics. And we're so thankful to have you at the helm, Betsy Fitzgerald, who is the president of Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Thank you. And I know that if Miss Curtis was here, Jackie Curtis is also a huge supporter, and she's an amazing partner in crime for us. And so all of us are going to be able to do great things.
We are. And thank you, Jackie Curtis, for the work that you do in our community and abroad. Thank you for how you touch lives, you change lives, you transform lives, one person at a time. And we appreciate you for being a part of this partnership, and thank you for all you bring to the table. All right. Anything else, Madam President?
No, ma'am, but let's get going to work.
It's time to get to work. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the president of Big Brothers Big Sisters, Miss Betsy Fitzgerald.